Well, they say football's only a game, but to try telling this lot,
everybody, and welcome to
the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So it's away we go then. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vinicius Junior. Genuine physical edge about this get. Shot a goal! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Brazil clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. David Villa! They want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe!
Well, they won't be the...
Fires from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe! Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's let fly. Nicely aimed pass. Pedri. Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Ah, good steal. He just read it. And we have our very first corner. Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. Maradona gets flagged offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Branthwaite. Rudiger. Costa Curta. Here's Onana. Pedri. Branthwaite. Oh, good-looking ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Costa Curta. Pedri. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Pedri. Now Costa Curta. Onana. And it's Maradona. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Pedri! Pedri! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is... And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And the finish! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Brazil go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He's through here. Oh, that's a very real chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
The attendance for this match.
That's been cut out. Well played.
649.
Byrne, looking for the runner. David Villa.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
David Villa.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 10, David Villa.
So,
Number
time for
42,
changes on both sides, actually.
coming on the field,
Brazil take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
number
The crowd are
20,
calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Perez is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Perez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got a side of goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Perez is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Oh, it's come loose. Byrne. Pedri. Wang Hee-chan. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that is a little undercooked. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
And we come to you now.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. We have already started here. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. He is just caressing the ball. Palmer. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and decent hit! Goal! Brest! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Works it forward. Mbappe might just make this. And they're quick to get it back. David De Gea. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! And he's managed to get Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Might want to be careful there.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now it's Messi. Zico. Nedved. Konate. Oh, easy pickings there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nedved. And it's Beckham. And they've got rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. He is through here. It's Son Heung-min! And again the keeper stands strong.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
Messi. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Son Heung-min!
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the keeper's given it away. He's played him through. And it's great hit! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness.
There's the whistle for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating...
It's Son Heung-min! Kyle Walker. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Beckham. Beckham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Zico. Tries a shot! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brest go into the lead. There's a look and place it forward. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Zico. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Taken back almost at once. And they're not going to make any further progress now. So we've reached the hour mark. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he has been fouled there. Throw in. Now it's Son Heung-min. That's good play.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? Son Heung-min. Great defending, strong and determined. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maradona. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Son Heung-min, he has found a way through. And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Passes short and sharp. Looking for the runner. That's the throw.
Substitutions taking place.
He's had it taken off him. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Hwang Hee-chan. Great ball, and Messi! And another try! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Beckham attempts a clearance. Zaire Emery.
Has been indicated.
And that has been knocked clear. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich, the noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Cruyff. Pressure coming in from all directions. Messi. That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Messi. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi. David Villa. Morocco look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Messi. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now this could be a chance. He steps in, and that's the end of that. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Interesting ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, Peter.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. David Villa. Pedri. Mbappe. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Gets his head to it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's had a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
And it's Xavi. Hernes. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. He's had it taken off him. Now the finish! He's scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Messi. And they're back on the ball again. Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
That looks a good ball through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe is onto this. And he's quick to get it clear again. And claimed it back swiftly. Xavi. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He should have put that one away.
Rummenigge really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitutions taking place.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Quality ball. And they win it back again. And it's Xavi. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Son Heung-min. Palmer. Makalele is there to clear. Konate cuts it out. So that's it. It is all over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh no, this does not look... And the shot! Goal! Germany! First blood drawn. Terrible error, duly punished. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Maradona. He's in plenty of space here. He gets big. He's got a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mbappe driving forwards. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe. João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Now it's Maradona. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rafael Leao. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Some first-half thoughts?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's managed to get free. It's a deep shot at goal! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Lacking for... Tries a shot! Onana. Now Mbappe. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
David Villa. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Pedri looking to run onto it. João Cancelo. And it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Germany are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky...
He's gone for goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Germany really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Konate. Onana. And it's Walker. It's a good run down the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hernandez. De Bruyne. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now there's a fine ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's played into space. Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Valverde. Rafael Leao. And it's played forward. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Got a shot away! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Substitution for Germany, number 17.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Dembele, number 15. Federico Valverde, number 5. Hernandez. Coming on the field, number 13.
And it's Messi. Chouameni gets across to intercept that.
Number 11.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He has found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
Son Heung-min, lovely feet. Oh, right place, right time. Plenty to aim at here. Has a look and plays it forward. And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. Well, if you did just chance to finish. Bellingham! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Bellingham at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the game's first. Bellingham! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! Sticks it away! 2-0, and in next to no time. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Fenerbahce are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe, and he's now the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Fenerbahce have their second corner now. Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham, real chance! And it's there! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Fenerbahce find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's intervened well there. Konate. Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Off the ball! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oyarzabal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got away. He's having a go. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Rudiger makes the interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that could set him on his way. Shot a goal! Messi. And the counter is on. And it's Messi. Adama Traore. Mikel Oyarzabal. Costa Curta.
There will be 3 minutes.
And
added
Bastoni.
time.
Maldini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the first half is done. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Very much for your cooperation.
So off we go once more. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Fenerbahce upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Very nicely done. Irwin wins the duel this time. Irwin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well read, nice interception.
The attendance for this
Messi.
match was 60,000.
Looking for the runner. Adama Traore. Oh, what a pass! And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Fenerbahce appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No, he's not getting any further than that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pull it. Bellingham with 2 goals already to his name. And it's Hullet. Fires from distance. Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Substitutions taking place.
So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that is a good challenge from him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Davids. Costa Curta. Irwin. Mbappe. Fratesi does well to get it back. Son Heung-min. And it's Maradona. Irwin kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Maradona. Adama Traore. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Adama Traore. The ball has bounced loose now. Short changes him with that pass. Fratesi.
There will be 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Son Heung-min is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Totti with the short one. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So we're still where we started right now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge showing good feet. Walker did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gravenberg. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's neat. Son Heung-min. Oh, this is a terrific run. Kostic. Zakaria makes the interception. Saliba. Rummenigge. Zakaria. And Gravenberg.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And the pass is intercepted. Spread it left. Wriggles his way through. Son Heung-min. Has a go! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gravenberg. Kostic. Kostic takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's had it nicked away. Morientes. Son Heung-min. And he skips past his man. Son Heung-min. Shot a goal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's having a go! And that's been won straight back. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out.
Attendance for this match was
And that is a little undercooked.
62,005.
Hwang Hee-chan, Rummenigge, and it's Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho, Messi, now it's Messi. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Martinez, he's through here. Hwang Hee-chan pinches it off him. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Messi. Gravenberg. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pass somewhat off target. Shifted upfield. Rodri. And he's being shifted off it. Rummenigge. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's found support out wide. White. He's picked his way through. And he's managed to get rid.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
This is it then, now or never. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. We have already started here. Hwang Hee-chan, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. And already we're underway here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Dijk cuts it out. Well, this guy, Rafael van der Vaart, is someone who sometimes appears a bit of a street footballer, Jim.
Yeah, you can definitely see a lot of that in the way he plays. He seems yards ahead of anyone when it comes to finding space, Peter.
One of the greatest talents to roll off the Amsterdam production line, certainly.
No doubt about that.
Van der Vaart. Martinez. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Stood up well to him there. And the pass is intercepted. He's played him through. He's having a go. Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class. There is the breakthrough.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Martinez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Now that's well seen too. Hernandez. And it's De Bruyne. Van der Vaart. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a loose ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half an hour played now. And it's Neymar. Chance to shoot. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez. Van der Vaart. Hernandez. White gets across to intercept that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's an... And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Lautaro Martinez.
Barcelona get the second half started. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Hwang Hee-chan. Looking for the runner. Rudiger cuts out the pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He can get that clear. Haaland. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland! Haaland! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Has a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Van Dijk. Number 38, Krobenbach. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 4,
Mbappe.
He's
had a hit!
On the field. Number
So
32,
close to drawing level.
Ah, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz
Barcelona
Rummenigge.
really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Here's a player who has defined a generation, taken back almost at once. We are into stoppage time. Zakaria. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real run. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Chance to finish. And now the hit! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Hwang Hee-chan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Griezmann.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank.
And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
White. Gravenberg. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is a little undercooked. Very nearly half an hour gone here. David Villa. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Look at the space here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Torres!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
Thank you very much for your
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 17, Fernando Torres.
So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Coming on the field, number
Now it's Martinez. Tries a shot!
number 15.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 9.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, played right into his path. Conte. It's Van der Vaart. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Vinicius Junior. Gravenberg. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, super find. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Martinez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Van der Vaart. Mbappe. He's played him through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the channel. Van der Vaart looking to get on the end of this. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Kostic.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Spread neatly. He's in space and looking for options. Climbs up big! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box.
That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Kostic. Shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
The Dutch have a hero in every generation, and Dennis Bergkamp is no exception.
He is the man.
Yeah, and he's the pivotal presence, the link-up to all their play, fantastic technique and vision, which gives him an edge and produces some absolutely brilliant goals.
Mosquera promptly onto that, and that is that. Brahim Diaz goes steaming forward. Martinez. Hwang Hee-chan. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bassi wins the duel this time. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Bergkamp. Forlan. And the shot! There it is! He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Stood up well to him there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has been cut short. Foden. Casemiro. Bergkamp puts his foot on the gas. And Mendes. Too much on that, it's gone out. Bergkamp delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Brahim Diaz. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Pinches it off him. Gravenberg. Brahim Diaz. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Just a quick announcement.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Lautaro Martinez.
Here we go again, then.
On the field is...
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Brahim Diaz. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Kostic. And Gravenberg. He's a sharp little ball here. Foden. And that is expertly dealt with. Decent hit! And it's in! And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bergkamp. Gabriel Jesus. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field,
Kostic
20,
threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Kostic.
taking place.
And that should get the job done.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Maradona. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but he'll try from distance. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodrigo. Zakaria.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Zakaria. Gravenberg. White. Now that looks a decent ball. And that could set him on his way. He rises! And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now the finish! They've scored! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Zakaria.
So here comes the substitution. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Number 6,
5 minutes to add.
number 5, Shevchenko. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Dani Olmo. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And there really are few places on earth quite like this. The grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's cut it out. Cross flung in towards the middle. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. And they've got a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Scholes, shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Scholes deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Bernardo Silva. Gravenberg. Hwang Hee-chan. Costacurta gets over and intercepts. So it is still 0-0. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Saliba clears it away. Ruben Neves. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Up he goes! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Konate. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He won't be happy with that one. What a throw in. Zakaria. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zakaria. It's Hwang Hee-chan. And he was quick to react. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Bernardo Silva. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Rodri. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Norway needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, shooting chance!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Back into the middle. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gravenberg. Hwang Hee-chan. And he's intervened well there. Bernardo Silva.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Shevchenko. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Kostic.
Number 4, Hwang Hee-chan. Coming on the field.
And
number
no, that is
13,
pretty much the end of that.
Erling Haaland. Number 20.
That pass isn't the best.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Number 14.
Speculative strike.
Substitutions taking
Good
place.
strike, quite an alarm. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. He's beaten the last man. Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's had a shot! He's scored! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss. There's the shot! They've done it! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. The action has already started. Now it's Perez. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Torres. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Perez. That's good play. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism.
He's going for goal! White is there to clear. White is always looking to play quality balls. Costa Curta going full tilt down the left. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Gravenberg. That's a throw. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that was very necessary. And they're quick to get it back. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a key interception. Zakaria.
Tigres have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he can clear it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. White. Oh, that's well spotted. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Mohamed Salah. No, that's been intercepted. Kostic. Great run on the overlap here.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, great chance. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score, 0-0. Neymar!
Neymar made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Has a shot! Kostic. Rummenigge. That is good strength. Kostic. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Hwang Hee-chan. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Works it forward.
Was 81,007.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And now they can clear their lines. And it's Salah. Fernando Torres. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Salah. Nice interception, well timed. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pass is just off target.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Cristiano
Both sides then
Ronaldo.
taking this chance to
Number
turn to
4,
their benches.
Wang Hee-chan. Number 20. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field. Number 13.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Lautaro Martinez. Substitutions taking place.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Perez. And he's gone backward here. Gravenberg can get it clear. Now it's Martinez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Moved on forwards. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Quality ball. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. White. Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. Oh, perfectly measured that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals, many of them.
Indeed, Bulgaria's best ever, surely.
Always kind of makes me feel he's going to score.
Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Gravenberg.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Darren Fletcher. He's gone forward. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That has not gone well. Bellingham hits one! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost half an hour in now. Well timed, excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Mbappe. And it's Fletcher. Mbappe! Can he put it away? Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mbappe! Oh, sweet feet.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
That has ended up in no man's land. Works it forward. Well read, nice interception.
Lille couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, again there's no way through. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's played him through. He's beaten the last man. Palmer! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Konate. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that.
Are certainly playing with it.
Shaped off the post. Still no way through. The defending here is... has a go! Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Kostic, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's going to go a long way. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Gravenberg. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Face to face, shapes to shoot! Goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 4. Substitution on the field. Number 10, Palmer. Coming on the field is...
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substitution
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Great ball, and the shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Stoichkov. And it's Belletti. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Lille need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Belletti. And here's Stoichkov. Cristiano Ronaldo. We are into stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Hwang Hee-chan. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. And already we're underway here. Played back towards his own goal.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Kimmich. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. Great ball if he can get there. Gravenberch goes in for the header. Oh, that's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, our first story of the day, and it's a big one. The skipper, to start by doing that, has given everyone a fright, and I think himself too.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Kostic. Dembele. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hwang Hee-chan. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Pedri. Matheus Cunha. Back into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now the finish! He's scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a sharp pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hwang Hee-chan. Shevchenko. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. That's a lovely pass. And the ball is out of play. Kimmich is there, and he can pick it up. Pedri. Pedri with the cross. Chance with the header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Matheus Cunha, real chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
1 minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field is...
And that's the second half started.
Erling Haaland.
Shevchenko.
Vieira. Maldini.
Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And back to the goalkeeper. Gravenberg. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. Oh, great chance. Pedri. That is a great pick out. Matheus Cunha has a goal! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Well, this is what we've been... Shevchenko! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Dembele. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he cuts out the supply.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's not got that quite right. Vieira. Oh, what a pass! No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. 4 added minutes on the board. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. So the perfect chance to get one back. Neymar ready to try one. Neymar! Oh, crossbar! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. And as you can see, we've already started here. That is good alertness. Can he get onto this? David Villa. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably 2 things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation. And the finish! It's in! And just like that, he's into double figures now. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ljungberg. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. Rudiger cuts it out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hwang Hee-chan. That's been cut out, well played. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rummenigge. Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. David Villa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shapes to shoot. No, he's missed it.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Kostic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Lautaro Martinez.
So off we go once more.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Pass somewhat off target. White. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. He's through here. Gravenberch. Kostic.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the...
Great chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pinches it off him. Zakaria. Sergio. Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
No, again there's no way through. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's in space and looking for options. Kostic with the clearance.
Albania really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't squeeze it through. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good strength.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rummenigge. Kostic could try cutting inside here. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We have already started here. Played into space out wide, and here's Shevchenko. Now it's Inzaghi. Di Marco. Up he goes! Salamakers is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, what I like most about this...
Oh, what? Has a goal! Goal! Inter! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, played through for the wide man. Salamakers. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. And it's Schneider. Well timed, excellent interception. Schneider. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Shevchenko. Di Marco. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Schneider. Shevchenko. Plenty to aim at. Great hit! Barella plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Filippo Inzaghi. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Schneider. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's ambitious. And the pass is intercepted. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Filippo Inzaghi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Baggio! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Kindly make his way to the information center. Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't...
Chance for the header! Dispatched clinically. The second half off to a spectacular start. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball.
It's Inzaghi! And again! They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Salmakers. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's gone back to the keeper. Now he's had it taken off him. Schneider. Roberto Baggio shot a goal!
The attendance for this match
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Inter Milan. Can he finish? This time, surely! It's anyone's ball now.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Salamakers. It's gone out for a throw-in. Thuram. Big header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rafael Leao is offering a right smile there.
Substitution for Inter. Number 10.
So time
Schneider.
for change, and
Number
this one has been on the
25,
cards for a little while.
Lamela. Number 5, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 4, Lautaro Martinez. Number 95, Alessandro Bastoni. Coming on the field, number
Inter Milan
32,
are looking to go forward now.
Number 9, Fratesi. Number 20, Lookman. Number 21,
He gets big!
Number 2,
Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Oh, that's a key interception. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Lookman! Oh, no joy this time. Oh, good ball. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. And a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. It could be in here. Just the keeper to beat. He's had a hit. Yes! And they are cruising away. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
So now the difference is 3. And he welcomes it in.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Turan. Roberto Baggio. And he was quick to react. Salmakas. Davids. DiMarco. And that should get the job done. Oh, he's been caught napping! And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Rafael Leao! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. Dybala, and he's managed to get free. And Dybala! That was superb goalkeeping.
Paulo Dybala is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big. He's delivered all right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Rafael Leao tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Tries to get it clear. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. And that could set him on his way. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got to be in here! And he has kept it out somehow.
Correa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Dybala. Great ball if he can get there. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Dybala. To Ketelara. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he quickly taken. DiMarco. Now it's Dybala. Rafael Leao. Now it's Correa.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution for Inter, number 11, Turn. Coming on
Here we go again.
Is number 17.
Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to...
Has a go! Caught offside that time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rafael Leao. He's got away. Very nicely done. He's having a go. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ashlani. Threads one in. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Osimhen! And now a sudden chance to counter. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
There's the hit! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution for Inter, number 21,
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Now it's Rafael Leao. He could be in here.
Number 22, Protesi.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Osimhen. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
If he's got the shot away! He's got a goal! Lazio back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Osimhen. And here's Rafael Leao.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Protesi. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, what about it? Inter Milan are hurt by just about the final punch. Raspadori looking to run onto it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
No luck with that dink over the top. We are into stoppage time. Gets his pass away. Great ball. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Correa has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Hernandez. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
And a quick announcement today that
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
in the stadium hall.
Substitution for Inter. Number 9, Osimhen. Coming on to replace him is number
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Decent progress down the left. No, he's just misjudged that one. Maldini. DiMarco looking to get on the end of this. Rafael Leao driving forwards. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And that is expertly dealt with. DiMarco. And claimed it back swiftly. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And the pass is intercepted. Half-time, extra time.
Now with a quick request for support.
Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Raspadori. Well read, nice interception. Costa Curta cuts it out. And that is out of play. And he's had it nicked away. And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Terrible error, duly punished.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And few venues rise to an occasion. Torres! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So, a breakthrough already. Torres. Fernando Torres. Great hit! Oh, taken with style. 2-0 and in next to no time.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Szoboszlai, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Rodri.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's intervened well there. João Felix, and the finish! They are rampant! And they're at it again, in double quick time! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
A case now of complete control. Gravenberg. Kudus. Manchester United are 3 down and sinking. João Felix. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
"30 minutes gone. Rodri. Some good work on the right flank here. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Casemiro. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Vardiol. Gravenberg. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! He's got a goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be...
Terrific header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That looks a good ball through. Joao Felix! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to...
Shot a goal! And he hits the net. And they are cruising away. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. That's good vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Konate, Casemiro. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, that's well spotted. Casemiro. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass.
The attendance for this match was
Gravenberg.
72,306.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, Red, nice interception. Joao Felix. Oh, well played, well sorted out. White. Szoboszlai. Oh, played right into his path. Header! Well, that is remarkable.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That's been cut out, well played. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. Half an hour gone in the second half. Dinks one through. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. No, he's not getting past him there. Pings in across. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Joao Felix. Now it's Joao Felix, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Clips it so gently. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Gabriel, that is a great pick out. Hits one! Really well taken goal. A fine way to mark his 50th game in these... And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim?
One-sided
Security
and
staff for
only
each
one
block,
winner, Peter.
please
The
report
players
to the
didn't
staff
show
room
enough
immediately.
togetherness, and it was weak.